Welcome to the Unfunny Kevin Show. I am your host, Kevin Melody. It is Friday, June 6th. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Happy fucking June. Thank you for listening every week. I appreciate you guys. We have a great, just a bunch of fun things for you today. Recapping last week and last month's hotline prompt. Thank you for everyone who called. Thank you for the text. Thank you for all those things. It makes the show extra fun, and last month's was extra insane. So I'm looking forward to this month's as well. So I'm going to give you those to vote. We're a little behind because we're already in first week of June, but Unfunny Kev on Instagram. I am going to post something today. You can vote on your ideal prompt of the month. I will give you the prompts, actually a preview of them at the end of the show. So thanks for listening. We do have, I love doing this. This has been kind of fun. The show has been getting these like weird new IP addresses and listeners and from new spots. So Lancaster, New York, shout out to you. Thanks for listening. Whoever you are, email the show, text us, whatever, 424-244-9599. Is the hotline. It's in the bio of the show, or email TheUnfunnyKevinShow@gmail.com. And we may give you a little something fun for listening. Also, Springfield, Massachusetts, same goes to you. Sydney, New South Wales, I will figure it out. Tariffs, I don't know what I can do for you. But thank you for listening to the show and supporting every week. So, just some shit off the rip. 5 stars Apple Podcast, 5 stars Spotify. Leave a review, comment something, and you can comment on the episodes in Spotify. That's that. So last week I've been doing something dramatic as fuck, especially for myself. So I have a pretty crazy, between like I have a job, I have a family, I have the pod, I'm still doing stand-up. There's a lot of shit, there's a lot of stuff cooking. I am hyper focused on getting video because I think that's going to make the show even more insane and open the door to bring on fun guests and do fun shit. So I'm just figuring out the logistics of all that. Now, that put aside, what I've also been doing while I've been trying to scale the show technologically, I've been scaling myself down technologically even further. And for all the listeners know, shout out Light Phone, and fucking I'm a digital minimalism type, and those people can be insufferable and annoying and sound like they're getting on a soapbox, but I am one of the normies. I'm a regular person. I completely understand, as someone who does this shit online, you have to be online. You have to post and you have to do all these things. But more and more, what I've come to realize is, like, I make the show, I get the assets, I post, and then I'm done, right? So I wanted to help you guys out a little bit, because the Light Phone's expensive and everyone has a fucking iPhone. So there's an app. I'm not getting paid by them yet. It's called the Blank Space Launcher, I believe is the name of the app. I'll get codes and stuff. You can buy it for, I bought it a while ago, but what it does is it basically takes over your phone and it turns your phone into a light phone. And then you don't have to worry about deleting your Instagram and all those dumb things. You can just, it'll lock it. It gives you business hours, all of this shit. And while my work's been getting crazier and focusing on the show has been getting crazier, and my life has become increasingly crazy, what I've done pretty effectively using that app is I've been able to literally separate all my shit. So, like, I'll give you an actual example of my life. So 9 to 5, my phone has like email, and it's black and white. I grayscale that shit, and it has like very limited apps. Like I have my it's almost like a light phone, my regular iPhone, right? Then at 5, TikTok and Instagram open up, because during my 9 to 5, I'm focused as fuck. I have to grind, right? So after work, that's when the fucking 5 to 9 begins, or whatever the fuck, right? So then it opens up, and I can do my posts and respond to DMs and do all that shit. Check my emails for the Unfunny Kevin Show, check the comedy stuff, and then I can just go back into the regular world. Now, what I've started to do is that phone, that fucking iPhone, is being checked on the weekends, like at 9 a.m. and at like 6 p.m. Like I do like a check-in on it. But what I've realized, because I'm a lunatic, I track my sleep and all this shit. My sleep's always been really good, but my sleep efficiency, in other words, calming down, getting to bed, not worrying about shit, has been so much better since I implemented this fucking, like, I get home, I have a little stand in my bar cart, and I just dock my fucking iPhone. And then I have house phones, right? So like I have a house phone in my office. I have one in my bedroom, one in the living room. So my family, which you can set up a filter in your iPhone, fucking if they call me, it goes right to my house phone, right? And they have my number if they need me, or my wife or whatever. So I always, have some way to be reached, but all the bullshit is filtered. And then on the weekend, I use my flip phone or a light phone when I go out and about, and that's fine. Like my car has nav. If your car doesn't have nav, there's plenty of dumb phones that have nav, and there's ways to just dumb your own iPhone down. So bro, like I was looking at my fucking screen time. It wasn't bad before because I already was extremely digitally minimal for someone who does shit like this. But it's also proof that if I can do this shit, you can do this shit, because I'm retarded and I do have a show. But I was at like maybe 9 hours of screen time, and that includes like socials and work and all that stuff. After this like change, bro, like last week it was 4 hours. Now I'm down to like 3 hours, which is crazy. That's my average. It's just 3 hours. So let me know if you fucking need help with that shit. Email TheUnfunnyKevinShow@gmail.com or DM me or whatever, and we'll work something out to support you in this journey of avoiding the bullshit, right? Like I get the newspaper on Sundays. You guys know the deal. I'm fucking 90 years old. But also the younger audience, I'm here to help you too. All right. I'm here to help you. Unk is here with solutions. All right. What I also did, which was nice, is last Sunday I got to relax. Like I turned my shit off. I hung out with my family. We went swimming, went to the fucking club, like tanned, did all the bullshit. And then I went to see a movie, and bro, the movie theater was fucking crazy, bro. I don't know. I guess Regal does like some promotion on fucking Sundays or something. Dude, there was kids at dog. It actually brought a tear. I was pissed because I had to wait in a fucking extremely long line just to get popcorn. That was ass. But bro, it almost brought a tear to my eye. I hadn't seen the movie theater that packed out before. I know it's Scientology and fucking not Brad Pitt, Tommy Cruise and Mission Impossible. My dad, I think I've talked about this. I have not seen one single Mission Impossible. Not one. My dad, I remember when I was young, I was like, Dad, my Uncle Fadhad says Mission Impossible is cool. And he's like, your uncle's wrong. Tom Cruise is gay. That was it. That was the whole, oh, okay. And my dad's not homophobic, by the way. Everyone in our family's gay. He would just be like, Tom Cruise is gay. And he was kind of right. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. But anyway, never got to see one. But the theater was packed with that. It was packed with fucking Lilo and Stitch kids. I was there to see a comedy called Friendship, which, by the way, I'm going to tell you right now, everyone's like, what happened? There's no more Step Brothers. Nothing's funny. This shit was insane. If you like Tim Robinson, he has a show on Netflix called I Think You Should Leave. If you like that kind of comedy, and he's just like completely out of his mind, he captures the human experience in such a unique way, particularly offices. He gets work really right. And it's this unique insane perspective that I love personally. Like I identify with it and I think it's funny. So him and Paul Rudd, it's like a fucked up version of I Love You, Man. You really got to see it. It's called Friendship. I think it's A24. Go see it in a movie theater, man. It was packed. The theater had tons of people in it. My wife and I went together and we laughed some of the hardest laughs I've had in a fucking movie in a long time. And everything's like sad now, or it's like, I don't know. It was cool to go see like an actual, just a comedy. It's goofy. It's stupid. It really, it got some good fucking laughs, dude. And you know what was actually cool was to laugh with other people, man. Like if you go to a comedy show, you know what I'm talking about. Just to be in person, and just laughing together. It was pretty fucking beautiful, man. Yeah, it was great. Anyways, moving along, we do have articles and clips and all these things to get to. So I am not going to ramble on any longer. Here's our first article. Thanks for sending. This is a USA Today article. Okay. Oh, how interesting. Okay, Texas. The Texas board approves public school reading materials that include Bible stories. Okay, well, that's not. Oh, no, never mind. Key vote. Key vote moves closer to display 10 commandments in the public schools in Texas. Okay. Republican-controlled House voted 82-46 to approve a version of Senate Bill 10 on May 25th, about a week of debate and several attempts by Democratic lawmakers to amend the bill to require other religious texts from Hinduism, Islam, and Buddhism to be posted in classrooms. The amendments were rejected. Of course. Why are we confused? This should not make national news. Now, I am going to say this should not make national news, but I'm also going to say another thing. I am extremely anti-government pushing. It's church and state, whatever, right? But state, Texas, full of Texans, full of white ranchers. Also, they have the Mexicans that ranch, and they got all the whatever. We get it. And there's large black communities in Houston. We totally understand that. But even they have crosses around their neck. Go ask Big X the Plug what he thinks about putting the 10. He'll be like, yeah, hey, yeah, hell yeah. They're all on board, bro. Ask Max O'Cream what he thinks about putting the 10 command. They'll be like, yeah, sounds like a good idea. Bet. High five. It's like, you don't know. Do we not know what Texas is? It's very interesting. It's like, I feel like, yeah, 100%. There's communities within Texas like that have a high population of Muslims. I'm sure there's Jews somewhere, and there's Hindus, and there's immigrants, and Texas is a giant, massive state. However, it is deeply conservative. Don't be fooled by the Austin and all that stuff. It is nuts, bro. There are people there, believe it or not, that are not white, that are also Bible thumpers and are pro this dumb shit and whatever. I disagree. I think it's fucking insane. I don't want 10 commandments up but I live in Long Beach. In Long Beach, you wouldn't even know if you told a kid what a commandment was, they'd fuck you up. Literally. The white kids. The little fucking rich white kids that are learning about Hinduism and Buddhism and all these things. And doing breath work. The legislation faces legal action as critics have raised concerns over its potential violation of the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment. Okay, cool. I love this. Which prohibits public school from providing religious instruction in a devotional manner or prescribing prayers to be recited by students or by school authority. Supporters of the bill have argued that the 10 Commandments are a foundational aspect of U.S. history. Okay, sure. Governor Greg Abbott is expected to sign the measure. Of course he is, which would take effect in September. The state Senate passed the bill in March with a 20-11 vote. The bill would require all public classrooms to display a poster or framed copy of the 10 Commandments that is at least 16 inches wide and 20 inches tall. Okay, that is fucking really creepy. No Christian school would be exempt from the bill, no school would be exempt from the bill, and schools that do not post Christian doctrine would be required to accept any offer of a privately donated poster or framed copy. All right, that's getting Republican-led states push for religion in the public school system. Yada, yada, yada. Fuck them. They're fucking weird. This is weird. Here's the deal. How about this? Kevin Melody is going to solve this here for all Texans and all Americans. I'm going to do it right now. And I think this is fair. Okay, so I like the idea that if you are forcing people to look at these 10 commandments and they got to be posted up and yada, 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 that you would then post other religious texts. I think that's nice. However, what if, and I don't know that this is true, I have no data, what if we did a third, so there's the kids have the men and the women. What if we did a non-binary, bathroom? This is fair, right? We'll build additional bathrooms. We're going to we'll create a problem and solve a problem. 10 commandments, but we can have another bathroom. How's that in the schools? Or because this is like far right Republicans, so we got to give them something far left, right? So if you're making a deal, it's part of the deal. Someone's got to give just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit there. Sleepy Joe, sleepy Joe. He's trans. Anyway, what I'm thinking is, if you're gonna do this, which is far right and insane and extremely, in my opinion, unconstitutional. Then what do we, so how about this? You can have that, but then all of the banned books come back. We can do 10 commandments and the books. Remember, there's like the Tucker Carlson and whatever. I don't know. Jesse Waters goes on and he's like, look, these books are talking about kids and their genitals. All of those books, all the ones, the weird ones, the crazy ones, the kooky ones, they all come back. How about that? We don't even need to vote. This is the new law. How do we feel about this? Email TheUnfunnyKevinShow@gmail.com. All right, I guess there was a guy. There's some clip for this. I can't believe this is a news story. All right, but there's a clip of a guy. I guess it's funny. Let's see what he says.
Commandment. What is the fourth commandment?
Keep the Sabbath.
Part of keeping the Sabbath holy is not working on the Sabbath.
That is, yeah.
What day is the Jewish Sabbath?
It is on Saturday.
And what day is it today?
It is Saturday. Here we are.
The Christian Sabbath is what day?
Sunday, in honor of the day that Jesus rose from the dead.
And we're scheduled to give this bill a final vote on what day of the week?
It's ironic, isn't it?
Would you be willing to postpone your bill so that we're not breaking the 10 Commandments by working on the Jewish or Christian Sabbath?
I love that you said that, because
you're saying that you'd rather tell people to follow the 10 Commandments than follow it yourself?
I would have rather had this bill passed the other day when it.
I fuck with this guy.
We as a legislature are about to force every teacher in the state to post the 10 Commandments in their classrooms.
If they are donated.
Do members of the Texas legislature follow the 10 Commandments?
So again, this bill is about honoring our historical, educational, and judicial heritage with the displaying of the 10 Commandments.
The ninth
Queen
is thou shalt not bear false witness. Are you aware of any legislators who have lied about anything?
That is, there might be one coming up in a minute if you keep talking. We'll see.
The seventh commandment is thou shalt not commit adultery.
Yes.
Do you think that members of the legislature should focus more on trying to follow the 10 Commandments rather than telling others to follow them?
Maybe they didn't have them posted.
It is incumbent on all of us to follow God's law.
Oh, that was great. Bruh, I hate politicians, all of them really. But that's fantastic. That is great. Thank you. Thank you for sending that. I love that. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Folks, recession's here or not here. There's tariffs, there's not tariffs. There's your nagging wife and your nagging hubs and your nagging mother and everything's nagging and shitty and weird, and you just continue to drink Bud Light and you're putting on the weight. You know what is 0 calories but 100% effective at taking away all the bullshit? Oklahoma smokes, folks. That's right. It's oklahomas.com. Use the link in the bio of the episode and enjoy 100% California grown CBD. Loved and adored by over 40,000 happy customers with a 42-day money back guarantee. Shipping to all 50 states. I believe, verify that. I'm not going to stand on that. You must be 21 or older. I have to stress this. You must be 21 or older to purchase. There's some kind of verification, I'm sure. But the more important than being of age, and more important, much more important than the healthy ingredients and the benefits, is using the code UNFUNNYKEVIN for 15% off your first order. Folks, what more can I say? What the fuck, bro? What more can I do for you? Texas has 10 commandments in the classrooms. You need this. So use the code UNFUNNYKEVIN for 15% off your first order. Go to itsoklahomas.com. Again, 100% CBD, highest quality materials, highest quality lab tested CBD. The best in the land, folks. Oklahoma Smokes is where it's at. Enjoy. You are running 100 miles per hour. You've got 9 kids. And even if you don't, you feel like you do. You're barren and have no children, but you feel like you have 9 kids. Why is that, Sharon? Well, I think that part of it is my TikTok. Well, Sharon, you could be correct. Part of it is your TikTok. What else? Every time a photo is taken of me, I immediately analyze how not symmetrical my face is. Well, that seems mentally unwell. I wonder why that is. Part of it has to do with the Kardashians. Oh, okay. And watching Sister Wives. Oh, okay. Interesting. And the Mormon lives of Sister Wives. Okay, well, look, here, it sounds like media and the world and everything is weighing you down. And a big part of that is your smartphone delivering it to you at 5G ultra speeds, faster than the speed of light, faster than home internet, constantly in 8K. Would you agree, Sharon? Well, I think that's quite reasonable. Here's how we escape that matrix, share. The light phone. The light phone has no browser, no email client, no Instagram, nothing in your face bothering you, trying to fucking break you down. Because you got enough shit going on. Life is hard enough as it is. Why add this layer of, giving these fucking tech giants more money for your attention span? They're eating. Stop watching short form things, folks. It's poisoning your brain. Jesus. Anyways, support the Unfunny Kevin Show by making a purchase with Lightphone. Use the link in the bio. Do not go there directly, please. For the love of God, use our link. And every purchase you make with Lightphone helps support your favorite show every Friday, 5 AM PST, 8 AM EST, the Unfunny Kevin Show. Thank you. Controversial new sponsor, Shinning You. Folks, we've been talking about them. They have not dropped us. We have some new sponsors, actually, they may be coming soon. But we're going to talk about the Peacock Stone bracelet available now at shinningyou.com. The Peacock Stone bracelet on Shinning You is absolutely fantastic, as is the Crystal Ball jewelry set. So if you go to shinningu.com, I'm not shinning you right now, you can use the code UNFUNNYKEVIN 15, that's the number 15, and the percentage sign for 15% off your Shinning You order. And I am not shinning you. Please support the Unfunny Kevin Show by making a purchase today. Now, Shinning You would like you to know that they have jade shining like stars, mysterious and dreamlike amidst the interweaving of light and shadow, quietly emanating a charming charm. Go to shinningyou.com now and support the show. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Alrighty, folks, we've got a clip, an article, fun things to get to. Let's take a look here. This is, oh boy, what is this? I'm frightened because it's a white guy that looks really red, and he's wearing a blindfold with headphones, and it looks like he's in pain. This is 9D breath work. Okay. Somebody sent this over. The Instagram's 9D Awakening on Insta. Okay, let's see. It says, this is what trauma healing looks like. This guy's screaming. His neck is red, but his skin is white. Now there's a white lady with headphones on, a blindfold, and she looks to be swaddled, and she's rocking back and forth like the Exorcist. There's a white guy with headphones as well that looks like he may be entering her through her vaginal canal and fisting her. I'm wondering if this is part of the breath work. Okay, well, there were only white people in that video, so I don't know. Do what you like with that 9D breath. I don't even. What the fuck is that? What is this? Okay, someone sent, this is a News Medical Life Science article from newsmedical.net. The science behind breathwork and stress reduction. What is breathwork and why is it trending? Okay. Breathwork and the deliberate control of breathing patterns is rapidly gaining popularity amongst whites. I'm just kidding, that's not in there. As a powerful relaxation technique traditionally linked to ancient practices like yoga and Tibetan meditation. However, breathwork is now embraced globally for its alleged mental and physical health benefits. It directly targets body stress response, fight or flight mechanisms, helping individuals manage daily challenges like financial pressure, traffic, and work anxiety. When practiced regularly, breathwork seems to promote parasympathetic nervous system activation, enhancing vagal, tone, and HRV markers for better emotional resilience and your cardiovascular health. A recent meta-analysis of randomized controlled trials confirms that breathwork does significantly reduce self-reported stress. Okay. I don't know what that means. Anxiety and depression levels compared to the controls. Public interest surged further during the COVID-19 pandemic when breathing-related issues spotlighted the importance of lung and stress health. Unlike therapy requiring extensive resources, breathwork is simple, scalable, and accessible online or in person. It appeals to clinical and non-clinical populations, offering a low-cost, low-risk method to support emotional well-being. I know this is crazy and there's white people screaming and whatever, and it's tribal and they probably ripped it off and it's probably appropriated and whatever. Everything is fine. Fair enough. Cool. Thumbs up, folks. I like ashwagandha and I like magnesium and I like supplements and I like all the things and I like that doctors are supporting things and yada, yada, yada. What I don't love and what I don't want to be lost on us as listeners in the American public is that we don't have health care. We still don't. We don't all have health care. I don't like the idea of Timmy needs to breathe. And Timmy's like fucking, I don't know, needs to be medicated and locked up in a hospital. But we don't have funding for these things. We don't have health care. I don't like this, white people are telling you, all you need to do is breathe. It's Jamal here is having a lot of emotional issues. Have you tried breath work? Well, no, he keeps slamming his head into the wall. Yeah, but if you do breath work, no, I think he needs actual ADHD medication and a therapist and talk therapy. And maybe maybe his treatment plan provided to him by his healthcare provider would include some breath classes free of charge. I don't like this. We're giving people these free solutions that go on the carnivore. These just all of this fucking, it's not all junk science, but these things are rising to the top and our very real fight as a society is falling rapidly to the bottom as, you see these whites screaming and you go, okay, well, maybe that is better than therapy. No, it's not. Get the health care. Don't let these retards sidetrack you. Okay. Thank you. Elon Musk. It's the last article and then I'll let you go. Elon Musk. Where did it go? Jeez. Trump takes brutal. What the fuck is that? Where's the article? Hold on. Elon Musk. Oh, Trump, Elon Musk bromance is dead. Okay. Why? What happened? Okay. Who cares? Do you guys care? Elon Musk and President Trump's spectacular falling out quickly turned personal Thursday as the world's richest man claimed the president would have lost the election without his help. Okay. That is kind of funny. You lost. You don't understand comedy. Musk had publicly endorsed Trump on the heels of the July 13th assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, and poured around $290 million of his fortune into the campaign. Yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, you probably helped a lot. But here's the thing. What happened to that kid? Why don't we have any info on the shoot on that whole Do you guys remember? Maybe, I don't know. I'm the only one that remembers. The billionaire also joined Trump on the campaign trail when he turned to the site of the Butler shooting in early October, a month before Election Day. Trump said he would still likely have won without assistance because Kamala Harris didn't choose the state's governor, Josh Shapiro, to be a running mate. I don't know if that's true, but that's funny. Even with Shapiro on the ticket, Trump claimed, I would have won Pennsylvania, and I would have won by a lot. Musk said, that's laughable. Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House, yeah, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. That's what Musk claimed. Such ingratitude. Such ingratitude. The billionaire said on X. President Trump, without me, Trump would have lost. Oh, okay, yeah, so they showed the X tweets or whatever. Elon Musk objected to Donald Trump's claim that he would have won. Musk's comments came out moments after Trump told reporters in the Oval Office during a German Chancellor Friedrich Merz's visit that his bromance with Doge leader was over. Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore. I was surprised, Trump said. The president suggested that Musk was angry, not over the bill ballooning the deficit, but because the Trump admin pulled back on electric vehicle mandates, which will negatively impact Tesla. Oh, LOL. That is actually kind of funny. And you know, Elon's upset. We took away the EV mandate, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles. And they're having a hard time, those electric vehicles, and they want us to pay billions of dollars in subsidy, Trump said. I know that disturbed him. Well, okay. Shares of Tesla dropped 8% amid the spat. Okay, that's actually funny. Over the weekend, Trump pulled the nomination of Jared Isaacman to lead NASA. Isaacman had worked alongside Musk at SpaceX. Oh, shit. This is actually like, oh, fuck, my house phone is ringing. This is funny. Sorry, folks. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so this is like real. They're actually feuding. This is hilarious. Okay, folks, I'm going to let you go and have a wonderful week. Thank you for supporting the Unfunny Kevin Show. The hotline 424-244-9599. Go to Instagram. We are going to post right now, Friday. We will let you vote for the next 24 hours for the next prompt of the month, which will be, what is the worst breakup you've ever had? And you got to tell the story or whatever. Text it or call, leave a voicemail. Or the worst friend you've ever had. Tell us, give us an example. Tell us the worst friend. So I'm going to go ahead and let you vote on it. And I look forward to the next show where we can announce it and roll it out and have you call in. Email us, TheUnfunnyKevinShow@gmail.com, UnfunnyKevin.com for all the episodes, UnfunnyKevin on YouTube, Instagram, the whole nine. And I look forward to talking to you next week. Thanks.